Hey guys, welcome to a video. This is our first vlog. We're going on a camping trip. Just picked up some Tim Hortons, and we're gonna be heading out of town for one night. My name's Nathan, and this is Troy. Okay guys, we are off. We just parked the car back there, and we're gonna be heading into the mountains. We'll see how this goes. It's absolutely beautiful out here. It's a little on the cold side, but it really isn't too bad. How you feeling?
I'm doing good. The backpack's really heavy though. I think we both have heavy backpacks, so it's kind of...
Yeah. Our backpack setup isn't ideal, obviously, because this is the first time we're doing it.
It's a budget backpack setup. That's what it is.
We just have backpacks. We don't have any proper hiking backpacks. But we're gonna head into the forest here, and we'll see how it goes.
Stop.
Okay guys, we made it a little bit in. Just found this little creek here, but we're continuing on.
Yeah. Guys, we've been hiking for honestly not that long.
Maybe half an hour.
Yeah, half an hour would be a good example. We got to this creek here. You can see that, yeah. And now we're gonna follow it deep into the forest and hopefully not get attacked by 102 different animals.
I say we take that.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the other side and we're gonna begin our trek through.
Okay, so we've continued to hike. It's important we keep this lake or this river here so that we don't get lost. And we also got to watch out for animals. We do not want to accidentally stumble across a bear. That would not be a good day, especially if we don't see it first.
And especially in this season. It is, in fact, bear feeding season.
Yeah. So we're going to keep moving with our eyes open. Probably put the camera down. And we'll see you when we get to camp. Okay, so we found this little spot. And we're gonna set up camp around here. So we'll probably put our bags down for a moment, see if we can find any good spots for shelter building. And we got a lot of work ahead of us.
Yeah.
We want to stay warm tonight.
It is currently, let's see what time it is. It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we have till, I'd give it 8 probably at the latest before sun starts to
Probably
go down.
we should be set up before 6.
Yeah.
And
then we can cook some dinner.
yeah, we're gonna have to get started. It's gonna get to 2 degrees tonight.
Yeah.
Hopefully not colder, but maybe. So we're gonna have to take it as it comes.
We have found the fallen tree that we are gonna sleep under. We're gonna clear this out next. And then I think we're gonna just put some, like, maybe not this long all the way to this tree, but maybe like, you know,
Yeah,
a decent shelter. It's
work
gonna
with
be
it.
nice and warm.
Yeah. Okay. And it's kind of like in the ground a little bit,
Yeah.
so we should be sheltered from wind and whatnot. As long as we can get something to keep us off the ground so that we're dry,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a good night. Let's grab the tools and get working. here's our setup at the moment. We've got one fallen tree that's solid. We're not worried about that. Another solid tree that's solid. Solid tree that's solid. That's solid. And then we're gonna find a bunch of dead trees. We're using all dead trees for this. We're not cutting down any living trees. And we're gonna make a roof. Then we're gonna put a tarp. And then we're gonna insulate it with some of the dead brush and whatnot around here. So we're gonna go find some trees to get construction going.
If it is inside the big pocket where I think it is, I'm gonna have to pull everything out.
Like the sleeping bag?
Yeah, I think it's underneath the whole thing.
Okay, that's fine. It's just a sleeping bag in there.
And the sleeping mat and your socks and your toque and your sweater.
Oh yeah. It is what it is.
What color is it?
Green.
Okay, then it's on top. We're good.
Oh.
Like this thing?
Yeah. And the spikes are in a black bag. And
I got a tarp, guys. It was, you know, I'll open the tarp. This is about the extent of our making this easy for ourselves, and that is we brought a tarp. I mean, we brought sleeping bags and sleeping mats too, but that was more necessary. I mean, the sleeping mat wasn't really necessary. Not very late. Yeah, it's just now 11.
so you want to put the notch in it? Probably put a little notch in both and that'll be good.
Yep.
I will work on cutting this part.
Sounds good. Lovely. This piece of wood is splitting that way. Just need to make sure that I don't cut too deep and get to that crack, because if I do, it's going to split. I gotta say, your support's pretty good. It doesn't bounce.
Doesn't have to be huge, but big enough for it to mount.
Yeah, I'm checking every once in a while. Still sliding. Unless, actually, if I put a notch.
Okay, well, whenever you're done, I'm going to need the axe again. Come on. Why not just like break it by stepping on it? Never mind, that's very bouncy.
Okay, if you're not using it right now, I'm going to have to.
That's so easy.
Okay, you can use it. It's fine.
Stupid teeth.
Okay, wait, do you want it there? Like that spot?
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay.
Fire started.
Okay. Take the camera.
Okay, so we're gonna leave Troy here to keep working, getting some notches cut out so that those trees don't go anywhere, and we're gonna go see if we can't get a fire started, because it's not necessarily gonna get cold soon, but having a little bit more water and knowing that we have a fire started is gonna be a good thing. So we're gonna move a little bit away from camp over here, find a good clear spot, and see what we can do. So over here, we got a bit of a clearing. Camp is over there behind those trees. The only reason we're keeping it away is so that in case the bears or like anything, if we keep all the cooking stuff over here, it just keeps them a little bit further from camp. So I'm gonna make a little clear spot, and I'll see you then. So here's our little fire setup. We got our secondary, our starter, we got some old man beard, and this is all sitting on small sticks to keep it off the ground, keep it dry. But we're gonna give this a kick. We're using ferrocerium. Ferrocerium's the goal. We obviously have backups, but ferrocerium, let's get this job done. So down there we got a little flame going, so hopefully it sticks. Looks like it's dying out. We're gonna keep going at this. We'll get it. Let's go. We got fire, guys. We're surviving tonight. We got fire. There's a lot of flame right there, but we got a good cleared area, and it was literally dripping 5 seconds ago. It rained last night, so everything does have a sort of damp layer on it, so we don't have to be super concerned. Obviously still paying attention. We're not burning the forest down, but I'm gonna let those sticks sort of burn away, heat up the area, dry out those rocks a little bit. they're not soaked or anything. Do not burn soaked rocks. They can explode. These are dry rocks, but obviously it rained last night, so they're a little damp on the outside. Yeah, we're sitting pretty. I'll come to you guys with an update in a little bit. So things are going well. Going ahead and grabbed a bucket of water, gathered a bunch of firewood. We'll need a lot more, and we're gonna get some water boiling.
Okay guys, well, Nathan has been mucking around doing absolutely nothing useful. I mean, making fire is not that important. I have made supports. They are very helpful. So here are the supports. They are all notched into the bottom as well as the top. And in the top, I kind of friction fit 2 of them so that they won't drop out. So this one's like really secure. So is this one. This one's like the best of all of them, which is good because it's the center. And then there's this one. It's a bit wobbly and I think it has ants living in it. So we'll see how that goes. There was a flying ant right there. I'm sure it's gonna bite one of us. Anyway, yeah, it is slipped out of its spot. Okay, there. It's good. It'll be fine. It doesn't run away on us, so that's all we were looking for, really. I'm going to now probably put a tarp over this. Actually, no, because we're gonna need to put beds in here. So next step is beds / digging this out a bit, because currently we have like about an arm's length of height in here, and I think we could probably cut that down. And yes, that was me trying to fall over. So I'm gonna cut the video and start digging probably. So it turns out we don't actually have the shovel, which means I'm gonna have to makeshift my way to a shovel probably, because I do definitely want to bring it down at least a little bit before we start actually building a bed to sleep on, because we're going to want to raise the bed, and if we raise the bed without lowering the floor, we're going to end up with a really, really low like roof essentially. So yeah, we're going to figure out how we're going to dig this out a little bit. It's mostly rocks anyway. If you like look at it, there's a lot of rocks in there, some big ones. So we should be able to just lift the stuff out, probably. Let's get to it.
So, it's been some time. We stopped, had a bit of lunch. But yeah, the water's still on. It finally came to a boil, and it's been boiling for the last few minutes. Probably 10 or 15 minutes, so more than a few, but it'll be good. We're gonna take that off in a moment. We got firewood growing. The firewood pile's coming along, but yeah, that's sort of where things that's sort of where things are. Let's see how this water's doing. So here is our water off the fire, and it stopped boiling now, but it was boiling. That is extremely hot, so we are going to let that probably honestly just sit right here and cool off for a while. So I've gone ahead and put some huge logs on this fire, and then I've let it burn down, and that should hold in a lot of heat, which means that I can sort of be a little more relaxed about this without huge flames going on. I'm gonna head over and help Troy with the fort, so we can get that done. But this is gonna slowly burn down, but it will maintain its heat. Fire's going. We got more wood or more water that's on there. It's gonna boil that water because our water is finally cooled off and good to drink. That feels good. Anyways, we're thriving. So this is gonna be a little bit of a nuts maneuver. I've taken that fire and I've started that fire on this long piece of wood, and the goal is to transfer this fire to a new fire pit. So Troy's coming along, and we'll see how this goes. We're not going to be recording it, obviously, because we don't have enough hands. So we've transferred the fire into a little fire pit that we made, and it's sort of in our shelter. It's not really, so all the smoke and everything can go up, but hopefully it'll keep us a little warmer in the evening.
until we obviously put it away before we go to bed. But yeah.
It would appear that round 2, if I can grab this, of water is boiling. So that is good. We're gonna have some more water coming soon. So this guy has been working like a madman, and me too, obviously. But we have got some wooden beds. Well, a wooden bed laid out there. Building a second one here. They don't look the most comfortable. They don't feel the most comfortable, but they're a lot better than sleeping on the ground. So, yeah, that's sort of what we're working on. We've got 8 more logs to go. So it's just past 4 o'clock right now. We're still working at it, but it's time to get some food going. So we're gonna start with the potatoes. We got potatoes and steak for dinner tonight. Potatoes are gonna take longer, obviously. So let's do that. For dinner, we have got potatoes, some butter, and that's it. It's gonna be pretty plain, but we're both starving, so it should taste good anyways. To cook these, we're gonna wrap them in tin foil with some of this butter, and then toss them in the coals. Then we're gonna take the butter, the stick, of course, of butter, turn it on there, and we got butter, and now just hold the top. And just like that, got potatoes in well, over top of the fire. So here you can see we've got the potatoes in there, and I'm probably gonna bury them a little bit just so that they cook nice. So it's been about 20-25 minutes. I don't know if that's too long, I don't know if that's too short, but we're gonna pull the potatoes out. They are, in fact, in there. The fire's died out, but all the coals and whatnot are hot. So we're gonna pull those out, check on them, and get started on the steaks, which I'm looking forward to. Here we got the potatoes out of the fire. And I mean, we're gonna need something to just try these with, I guess. So stick, just gonna give it a little poke. Yeah, these are not quite done yet. I'm actually gonna toss some water in there to steam them a little bit, but they're going back into the fire. Okay, so 2 things. One, we are way too hungry to wait for the steaks to be done. So we're gonna eat the potatoes right now because they're ready.
Yep.
And then 2, how we're gonna throw these steaks on is we're gonna take our pot lid here. We will, throw it in there. We're gonna throw a bit of grease on there and some salt and pepper onto the steaks, and then we're just gonna fry them on that little pan.
Yep, sounds about right.
But we are starving, so we're gonna get to eating. So our steaks were taking a long time to cook, and so yeah, we've reverted to skewering them and roasting them.
Yep.
We still got one in there, but that's how we're doing things now. It's the camping life. So we just finished dinner. Well,
Finished.
Troy's still eating. I finished. It was good. Could have been better. Steaks were a little overcooked after waiting for way too long. But it is what it is. The sun is going down in probably the next half an hour, 45 minutes. So there are a few things we need to get done. We need to put the roof on the shelter. We need to get firewood for the shelter fire. And if we have time, we'll build a front wall on our shelter. But yeah, that's sort of the plan. Let's get to it. Okay, guys. This is a real awkward view, but it's been a good day. We are in the shelter. We have the fire going back there. It's outside, so all the smoke just takes off on out. And we'll obviously put that away before we go to sleep. But it's pretty comfortable in here, I must admit.
Yes, it is actually.
And so we're gonna get ready for bed and probably go to bed.
Yeah.
Might get up through the night, and in which case we'll probably record it. But
And I will probably try to get up at least for sunrise, because I have a feeling the sunrise will be really nice around here.
Yeah. So other than that, we will see you in the morning. Morning, guys. We are awake, and it's a little cold. It's a little cold this morning, but we got the fire started, so we should do well.
Yeah.
Our battery supply is dying a little bit. The cold was not very nice on the batteries, so we'll see how much we can get recorded today, but it'll probably be shorter clips.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna enjoy this fire until the sun comes up. It's about 6:45 right now, so
We're gonna have at least 2 hours probably.
yeah, it's gonna be a good morning. The sun's came out. We got a fire going. We're gonna get some breakfast on. We made some pine tea, and that was really good. We're gonna make breakfast now, and starting off pretty good. Okay, so we've got our pancake batter here. Just poured a bit of water into the bag with the mix, and we're gonna cut a hole and try to make pancakes on this pan. We'll see how it'll go.
We just had some great pancake, in quotation marks. It was much more of a pan scramble, and it was semi-cooked mostly. We're going to make a pizza oven though, because it's going to take us forever, I assume. And for that, we're going to just kind of dig a hole and put a rock over it, and then surround it with some rocks, put some fire under it, and cook a pizza.
We've been doing a lot of work, and we've got a pizza oven now,
Yes, we do.
and a bench that we made. We've decided to convert our old fort, or what we slept in last night, into a little pizza oven area, considering we already had sort of the stone fireplace going and whatnot. We've put out the other fire and put it all to rest, so that's all good. We're gonna hang out here until the oven's ready to cook pizzas in.
After about 20 minutes probably of kneading dough, we have got the pizza in the oven. We need to put a bit more wood in there, but it's looking good. We may have our first properly cooked meal, potentially.
Okay, we're going for the flip.
Rotation.
That is actually
yeah,
working so well.
She looking good. Okay, but we're gonna just put that side towards the fire now.
Guys, this fire is so hot.
It is a very warm fire. It is almost a crucible in there, honestly.
But it is cooking fine. So now we wait some more. You gotta wait till these flames get big. They're clearly not big enough. Okay guys, we're pulling the pizza out. That pizza oven is going wild.
Okay. I need you to come this way, pizza. Okay, here we go.
Here we go, onto the rock.
She dripping cheese everywhere, but that's a pizza.
Dub. That is a dub.
I think we win.
I think we win.
I think we win.
Let's go, guys. Okay, we gotta put out the pizza oven because it's currently on fire.
Guys, we won. We got a pizza, and the pizza oven is only mostly
Destroyed.
just it was on a bit of fire.
The fire got a little hot, and the whole thing burst into flames.
Yeah.
So fortunately, we had water on standby.
Yep.
Standby, and it's all put out now. So that's a win.
Just know we almost titled this segment of the video, moments before disaster. Because that.
But we got pizza now.
But that pizza looks good.
So let's eat.
Yeah, it's food time.
It's food time.